Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a daily psychic tarot reading for you today, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what messages, divine messages come through, news we can use. If you are a daily watcher, the last couple of days I've been in a deep dive, resetting my energy. So I'm starting to come back up. So everything's good, just a lot of purging and releasing, and now new messages coming through, different perspectives. So hope you're all doing well. Ding, ding. Let's get going. So, all right. So this is a general reading. I'm tuning into general energies, not one person's specific energies. If you would like a reading where I tune into your specific energies, where you can ask your questions and get the answers, get some clarity, maybe move some energy, a new perspective. There's a link in the description box below, and you can schedule your own appointment, whether it's a reading or coaching, so you can develop your own skills. So, all right, let's get started. In the past, we've got the energy of the Hanged Man. This is, it's like being put in a position where you can't move. So you can't do, you know what, this kind of, I've never looked at it this way. It's like when you get caught up in doing the activity of life. So maybe really in your masculine energy of doing, the universe is like, hey, you're too much in the doing that you're missing some signals, some guidance. And so you are put in a state, a position where you have to stay still. Maybe think of all the, I don't want to put it out there, but sometimes this is in the form of not feeling well, getting sick. And so, and sometimes this is a mental or emotional like upheaval, and you need to, you're drawn to the idea of, I need some time by myself, or I need to be alone. Maybe the universe kind of clears your board, clears your schedule and people from it, so you can, you're not doing, you're able to really receive. It's forced. It feels like the universe is, this isn't, you don't go into the Hanged Man willingly. It's like the universe is like, you're going way, you're doing yourself off a path. You're moving forward. It's time to receive some guidance, to just be, to shift and receive information and new information. Maybe you miss some off ramps or something. I've never read the Hanged Man that way. That's great. I like that. All right, so what do we need to know about in the past when we were just kind of in a rut of unconscious doing, and so we were put into a space where we had to be isolated, separated, so we could see things from a different point of view. It's around feminine energy. Feminine, this feels like feminine ego. Being in the feminine and realize and having a new perspective of feminine energy, how it's expressed, how it's been limited, how it's been confined to societies, families, and religious doctrine. Like, this is how feminine energy is allowed to show up. Very limiting. It's a way to control the feminine. A lot of deceit. And a lot of projecting onto feminine energy, pain and fear. So it's interesting. So here's, it looks like by being put in this position of going into your feminine energy because you can't do, somehow you were isolated. Maybe that, hey, this could even be like the quarantine, the isolation, that the whole so I'm looking at a larger picture. The whole world basically had to stop doing the same, and we had to take a pause and go home and look at things differently. Yeah. Okay, that definitely has the quarantine kind of feel to it. So 2020, 2021, and look at how things are. And it looks like coming out, there's a renewed view, a renewed perspective, a renewed appreciation for the feminine, for being, for clearing out the vessel, as in a cup. You have to empty the cup so you can fill it. And so it looks like the quarantine and being isolated and all that came up allowed people to really get clear and maybe clear some old points of view, deciding, you know, we don't have to continue to do things the same way. Just because we've always done it that way doesn't mean that it's the best way. And so it looks like a lot of people receive some insights, consciousness, and awakening. What's interesting is I'm getting that once this feminine energy and the healing of some of the feminine energies, then there's this emptying of the cup and allowing new information from above to come in. Masculine, divine masculine energy to come in and heal as well. So it looks like many of us have healed aspects of our divine feminine energy as an invitation for divine masculine. I am not talking about this being playing out as a guy or a girl and a guy. I'm talking about energies that we all have access to. I say this in almost all the videos whenever this comes up, and so I'm hoping that it's resonating. We're not talking about healing the feminine female form so masculine can come in, like just stuck in that. It is a wholesale clearing of the self. This happens for each of us. I'm not seeing it yet being expressed on the outside. We are looking at the past too. So it's like a waking up and a clearing of feminine toxic traits that allows more divine feminine energies and by being in that more divine feminine energy, you can recognize divine masculine versus divine toxic masculine energies. And so it looks like a balancing, like, oh, it's time to do things in my masculine energy in a healthy way. Doing things, you might have had a lot of irritation, entitlement, frustration, resentment. I'm feeling all this like agitation, energy of like, boy, a lot of these emotions coming up. I think what I'm tuning into is kind of repressed and suppressed and masculine emotions that the masculine has not, as a whole in society around the world, the masculine has not been given permission to express their emotions safely, openly, vulnerably, as a expression of strength, not weakness. So it looks like the divine feminine energies healed to create a safe space, an invitation of non-judgment and grace. It feels like also a realization of a pattern of toxicity and releasing blame to make it a safe space for healing. Kind of everybody going, oh, we've all have these aspects within us. It's like a letting go of blame. Interesting. All right, in your present time energy, whenever you're tuning into this, I'm tuning into the Queen of Cups energy. It feels like the feminine feeling emotions. You might be experiencing a lot of emotions coming up to be expressed, to be felt, not to be repressed, not to be like that's bad. That's a bad feeling, judging emotions as wanted and unwanted, that it's bad that I'm feeling this, instead of, you can't help what you feel. You feel how you feel. Those feelings are communications. It's your job to discern what that communication, where that's coming from. Am I perceiving it outside of self? Am I picking up and mirroring or matching an energy in my environment from someone or a group? Am I releasing some energy from the past, some repressed emotions that are coming up? Am I tuning into multidimensional aspects of self? Have I allowed my vibration to lower because I've been focusing my thoughts and my attention on lower vibrational aspects? And so now I've got that in my space. That could also maybe be karma. So where your focus goes, so your energy does. And if you are in a lower vibrational energy and focusing on those thoughts and those energies, then, and putting them out and speaking them from that low vibrational space and acting from them, then you're going to get karma from that. Just your environment giving you a accurate reflection of how you're perceiving the world and how you're interacting with the world. So it takes some discernment, getting to know yourself, quieting your mind. Where are these emotions coming from? Maybe they're coming from all or a combination, and there's other aspects of self. So it's really this invitation to get to know yourself, to understand emotions instead of good and bad, wanted and unwanted, and get curious, what is this emotion coming out? What's it feel like? Feels like frustration and anger, but underneath that there's the sadness. So it feels like the frustration and anger are my pattern to protect myself when I feel sad and vulnerable, something like that. So getting to know yourself, getting to know old patterns, and feeling the emotions, having a good cry, letting it come up and out and express it, feel it. Don't try to push away, don't amplify it, and but just feeling it, like it's okay to feel what you're feeling. I feel like you're you're coming out of for a while now, you might have been kind of hiding your moves or being pretty quiet about how you're perceiving the world, if it has changed, as that's what I'm reading in this reading. I'm reading in this reading. It looks like now, as you are learning how to deal with your emotions, how to use your emotions in a divine way to guide you as information, not as judgment, then it looks like you're not being so cryptic with how you're perceiving yourself in your world. Maybe you're sharing more with others, like not to try to convince them to join you, but hey, this is how I'm seeing things. How are you seeing things? Feels like you're not hiding anymore. Maybe you're feeling more comfortable with this new way of being, these new perspectives that you're getting. There's a missed opportunity. Something is a missed opportunity for tangible. Do you feel like you're missing an opportunity, or you are missing an opportunity? An opportunity for growth? Something like a new start? Oh, okay. It's with someone who, it's like you don't want to take an opportunity. There's someone in your energy who's not changing, not evolving. They're stuck. They're stuck in an old way of believing. They don't believe in abundance. They don't. So if I feel like they're manifesting from lack, and it's keeping them very stuck. I think they're saying this is an opportunity, but it doesn't feel like an opportunity. I think they want it to be an opportunity, and wanting does not make it so. Interesting. Yeah, this is causing, I feel like you're bit in your head trying to decide something about this opportunity. It's not an opportunity. It's confusing because it's like, is this an opportunity or isn't? And it feels very tied to the confusion around it. Is this the opportunity for me? Is keeping you in your head. like you're trying to solve it with your thinking, but it's not helping. It might be keeping you up at night. Okay, there's some clarity coming in. It might be around work for you, a new opportunity. There's some clarity. Something happens. When does this happen? It's a fast-moving energy. It feels like after kind of like stuck in this opportunity that's not an opportunity with someone who doesn't understand how to move things forward. Some energy comes in with some clarity, a new way of thinking about it. What's this new way? Oh, okay. The new fast moving realization type of energy. This could come from within. Someone could inspire you to that thought as well. But it's more an energy that comes in and you get like a ping. Oh my gosh, I see things clearly. And what I'm seeing, what the clarity is that someone is not abundant. Someone is portraying themselves being in an empress mode, but they're not in an empress mode. They're not fertile. They're not abundant. They're working from lack, from pictures of lack and fear around security and stability. They haven't done the necessary work. And so it's like they keep trying to be an upright empress, but they keep, oh, they're in their ego. Okay. So it's a feminine energy. So this could be any gender, but it is a feminine energy portraying that all is well, but it's not. It's like this person is feeling very stuck, very, very stuck, and they're manifesting from this stuck place, from the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man has come up twice. So now we're getting this repetition. Okay, so this person is feeling that stuck energy like we experienced in the past with COVID and having to stay home and kind of the world for times and different areas, shut down to different degrees. And we all were kind of forced to stay still and see things from a new perspective. And until this person's not moving forward, it's core issues. This could be your energy if you were feeling this way, like so incredibly stuck, nothing's moving forward the way it's expected. And I feel like this is it's amplifying whatever beliefs that are keeping them stuck. It's amplifying fears, insecurities, instabilities. Ooh, separation and loneliness, orphan energy, feeling isolated, not cared for, not nurtured, not loved, abandonment, betrayal. Look, there's a lot coming up with this in the feminine energy. And so it's like you're going to stay stuck until you heal this. Wow. All right. Yeah. In the center of your reading is the wheel. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So some karma, things not going well. What I'm getting to appreciate about the wheel in reverse, instead of like, oh no, I don't want to, is it's like it right now, at least how I'm reading this, is it's giving us an opportunity to clear, to make another clearing so we can raise our vibration, so we can reach another level of consciousness, so we can connect with more of who we are and bring that into our reality. So this actually gives us an opportunity, the hidden blessing, to check your south node, your past. What needs to be cleared? What's going on right now that has its roots in the past? Some type of toxic pattern that you're ready to be aware of, see, acknowledge, accept responsibility for, clear, and bring in a new way of perceiving, a new way of operating. This feels like, and I've said this before, like in Star Wars when they dump all the trash before the accelerated to light speed or whatever. That's what this feels like as well. For those of you who grew up with a babysitter as a TV babysitter, latchkey kid. Yeah, there's this beautiful energy that's ready to come in. It's like dawning. And as this energy is dawning, it's inviting people to tune into it, to join it, if you have that similar energy. However, there are some mental blocks, some beliefs of fear and control that others can affect, that they're blocking you, instead of everything that you need is within you. So there are beliefs, it still feels like blame and victim energy, and that others are responsible for you, instead of you acknowledging the choices that you made. This feels like a separation from human beliefs that are very outdated and limiting, and just spiritual truths. That it's it feels tricky, because we are having a human experience, and even if it is shifting, there's it feels like there's a tenderness and a vulnerability, and the emotions around this of ego, and maybe shame and guilt, like being able to see things clearly and being like, oh, okay. The wonderful thing about guilt is that when you are ascending, you're raising your vibration, your consciousness is expanding, then you are able to see more and more of where you participated in your own demise in areas. You made choices against your own betterment, against your own soul. And you start seeing how you've hurt others unconsciously or semi-consciously, or even like consciously and carelessly and recklessly. And there's this opportunity to own and feel guilty about past actions, past words, past thoughts. The beauty, though, is in guilt is that if you feel guilty, that lets you know that you're on the right track. I am realizing that this is not a behavior I want to repeat because I see that it hurt someone else, or I see how it hurt everybody, including myself. And that feeling in the pit of your stomach, like, oh my gosh, the choice I made, the hurts that I spread, instead of trying to make excuses or like, well, I thought this, excusing behavior, your own behavior, instead of like, yeah, just cut to the chase. I hurt someone. I hurt several people with that action, with those words. And I feel guilty. It was not my intention to cause harm. That's fantastic. Then your intentions are, I would like to heal this for myself, and maybe an opportunity to heal this, acknowledge the hurt that I caused, apologize, and then rectify. How can we change this going forward? How can I create new conscious agreements, new healthy boundaries? Do you have healthy boundaries for me since I've crossed a boundary or I've hurt you? How can we rectify this? Wow. Yeah, there's a invitation to change the way that society, religion, your family has taught you how to deal with emotions, how to deal with like self-regulation as a way so you aren't always in your emotions, so you can tell when I'm in my emotions right now is not a great time to solve any problem. I'm in my feels. I'm up to my eyeballs in emotions. And so this is a good time to just feel that. This is not a good time to solve a problem because I'm in it. And there's nothing wrong with being in it. Just acknowledging and being like, wow, I'm in it. I wonder, I'm just going to feel this and allow this. Get curious. Where's it coming from? Your emotions are not the problem. You do not need to suppress your emotions. You do not need to hide your emotions. You do not need to numb out. You do not need to. There's a misunderstanding about emotions, a judgment, they're bad or good, instead of their information. They can sometimes take you into an expanded state of being. I'm seeing them here in this message as a key, not as a problem. If we view the key as a problem, then we hide the key from ourselves, the key to our own salvation. You might want to feel a certain way about someone, but you feel a certain way about someone. That's interesting. Get curious. Where is that coming from? It's a message that something right now, it's not working here. Let's address it in a neutral way Or maybe this is a message of my emotions are telling me that this is not a connection I want to continue right now. Not to make you bad because of it, but it's my emotions are telling me that this isn't working. So it's a way of using your emotions, incorporating your emotions instead of trying to go through life like, I'm just so sad. So I need to, take drugs, and I need a prescription, and I need, but there's no investigation and no looking at your life and no changing your life. Maybe we're missing the red flag that's saying, get out of where you are, get out of your headspace, get out of the way of thinking. There's something not working. We're trying to, and I'm not poo-pooing medication or anything. I have benefited, and I still benefit from medication. So I'm not trying to, I'm just offering a new perspective. Something about, it's about using emotions effectively, not pushing them away, not suppressing them, but using them as information, not as a final judgment, but as an alarm that's raised that you need to address, not an alarm that's raised that you need to muffle and quiet so I can be successful in my life. That alarm is saying something's going wrong. Something needs your attention, something that you needs changing, something needs healing from your past. It's up to you to get curious and figure out where it's coming from and how to address it with open arms, with the feminine energy, nurturing. I can feel these difficult emotions, and I'm so grateful that I can feel, and I'm sensing that something is alarming. Thank you. Thank you, body. Thank you, my senses, for addressing this and bringing this to my attention. So it might be interrupting my day, but maybe that's why it's important. It's interrupting my day. It's interrupting my sleep because I'm not listening to it. So any of you that are getting the alarm bells, don't be alarmed. It's an invitation. All right, your challenge right now is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. A lack of reciprocity, giving too much, taking too much, greed. This is lopsided giving. This is coming from lack. Ooh, this is also coming from entitlement. I don't want to do the work. I'm seeing both sides. On one side, I'm lazy, I don't want to, or I don't feel I can do the work, or the work feels painful because it is, or fearful. And then on the other side, it's overgiving, not addressing your own woundedness and wanting to heal everyone in your environment. So if everyone's healed, then you can feel healed because you mirror and match. You might be like an empath or a highly sensitive person. And so the more you calm and soothe and just quiet and heal your environment, it's kind of like an addiction, like it's a wounded healer. Healing the environment instead of going to where the healing really is needing to be done within. Overgiving. I'm seeing this as a trauma response. So your challenge is to give equally. ask for equal give and take. If you do not ask or require of others, they're not gonna, you know, they're gonna give up to the level, maybe they can, you know what I mean? You know what I mean with this confusing thing that I'm saying and not quite saying clearly? All right. Ooh, well, that just popped out. Ooh, another 6. Wow, any of you numerology buffs? The 6 of Swords just popped out and kind of created a challenging bridge between, okay, so moving away from traditional, maybe traditional religious, traditional family, and traditional societal ways. Oh, moving away from that to calmer waters. Calmer waters are, instead of finding resonance with your environment and trying to fit in with an environment that's sick, that's turning its back on individuals, or has mostly in the past, there's this moving away from looking to others for guidance, hey, and finding your own guidance, finding your own divine light, finding your own answers, being yourself, being the most yourself, and not like, I'm just being myself, and myself is kind of rotten, not excusing your behavior, but really owning and being accountable for the energy you bring into the room, for how you are perceiving things, for your own healing. I feel like I'm getting this, like, asking for a divine connection, getting curious about that divine connection, moving towards your higher chakras, not just like these chakras, the 7 that we've that most everybody acknowledges, but the extended 12. There are 12. Did you know that? So there are more above your head. Another one behind your navel. And another one below your feet, Earth Star Chakra. So it feels like an invitation to really get curious about these other energetic centers that are you, an extended version of you. The ones above your head, I'm seeing anywhere, it looks like some of you really move the Stargate Chakra. It's the top of the column. Boy, I didn't know I was going to go into this here. Hello. The top chakra is the Stargate Chakra. To me, it looks like what is depicted with Isis, kind of a curved, the horns and then the light, kind of a portal. That, to me, as I've been tuning into it, it is like a portal. It's your instant, whatever you are wanting to look at, whatever you need is just brought in through there, that portal. It's anywhere from 20 to 50 feet. Some of you are raising that higher and higher. Anywhere in the multiverse, you can tune into and bring that energy into your space and translate that energy. All right, that's Stargate Chakra. The next one is probably about anywhere from 5 to 10 feet above your head, and it's the Soul Star Chakra. That's your Akashic records, gifts, special gifts that you have. A lot of awesome stuff in there. The next chakra down, about 3 to 5 feet above your head, is the causal chakra. This is similar to communication, like your throat chakra, except it's more communication with other dimensions. Those who I've met in this space or out and about, who are mediums, who talk to beings, who can really talk to those who've crossed, channelers of other beings. If you talk to angels, this type of, it's how you tune into and communicate with beings not in the 3D. This is a 3D communicator up there, different type of communication. And then you get down to the crown chakra, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, and then here's the next new one, navel chakra. This navel chakra, as I've been tuning into it, an aspect of this chakra helps me connect with other aspects of myself in other dimensions, other timelines, past, future, very viscerally and in my body. So at any time, if I need something, there's another aspect of me in other dimensions that I can use this information and pull it in to help me create, help power me, because it's in between your solar plexus chakra and your sacral. So it has a lot to do with empowering you, finding the truth, finding different perspectives. You're much larger than you think. You're not just in this 3D world. You can tune into multi-dimensional aspects of yourself. So then continuing on below the navel chakra is the sacral, the seat of, well, you guys probably know the 7 embodied, and then the root chakra, and then down below your feet, probably 6 inches to a foot below the surface of the earth, is your earth star chakra. And this embodies your personal information as it relates to this lifetime, this reality, the 3D earth. Communicating with the earth, connecting with the earth, understanding how to have a sustainable relationship with the earth, how to connect and communicate with all earth beings, plants, animals, minerals, all the little critters in the earth. I'm even getting, well, that's weather. So it's very earthly. So, all right, boy, take a couple days off. A lot comes through. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me here for these wild messages that have come through. Yeah, I hope they're helpful. Let me know. Don't forget to like and comment and share this video if you think anyone else would enjoy the messages. And don't forget to subscribe so you can come back here and I'll see you again. So have a good day. Bye.